going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over Horizen, that is ZEN. We got to talk about this because this thing is up massively, 64% in the last 24 hours. And I did kind of mention that this thing was about to take off when it was at $12 10 days ago, guys. 10 days ago, I said Horizen ZEN could pump by 250% soon, but will it last long term? We still don't know if it'll last long term, but the 250% pump is happening as we are speaking. I'm still predicting that we will go up here to this $44 level all the way up here. That'd be a 250% pump from where I called it at $12. Guys, this is huge, and we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is also a video that was requested by a member of the channel, guys. So if you want me to do a full technical analysis on any crypto, and I'm going to be going over all the time frames. So if you want me to do a full technical analysis, guys, go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and I get to them pretty fast. So shout out to all the members out there. Big shout out to the member that requested this video. Big shout out to everybody, but we're about to go ahead and break this down. So anyways, let's get straight to it. So as you can see, we are up 64% in the last 24 hours. That's huge. 75% in the last 7 days, 67% in the last 14, 91% in the last 30 days, and 165% in the last year. We have $458 million in market cap, or in trading volume. So we actually have more trading volume than market cap. That's also why I mentioned, will it last long term though? Because you know, there's some little bit of things here and there. But anyways, the market cap at 343 million. So it's still decent. But yeah, guys, so how did I know we were about to have a breakout? Well, I kind of knew we were going to have a breakout because we were at the end of a symmetrical triangle. Now, this is a bullish symmetrical triangle because we came into it from a uptrend. And usually these things are about 54% right. About 54% of the time it's right. So, you know, it's a little bit of a roll of the dice situation. But yeah, symmetrical triangle is doing pretty good. And just based off of how Zcash did and how we're now seeing Dash, you know, pumping as well, I think these older coins actually have a huge amount of gains that they could possibly get. So I would definitely say keep watching out for them. But the symmetrical triangle here was a bullish symmetrical triangle. That was all good. Also in the video, let me scroll in here so you can kind of see it from a better perspective. So yeah, I was like, look, that's going to be a 250% gain from where we are. Now. So I was showing that last time it had a breakout from that level, it went up 250%. So it does look like we might be going up the same 250%, possibly a little bit lower or even a little bit higher, but we'll see. So from that $12 range, we're looking at that 250% gain. So I think this is actually pretty good, right? It's actually a pretty good thing that it broke out. And now look, it's now using its previous resistance as support. So that is actually a pretty big deal. The fact that we're now having a new line of support here. So we're kind of establishing that now as we speak, that new support. We can kind of probably bring it up a little bit. Yeah, to match the resistance up there. So yeah, I bring it to about 18, 19, somewhere around there, about $19. Let's say that $18, whatever. But anyways, it is at that level. I was trying to match it all the way back here with the resistance here. So we got a little bit of resistance there. And then further back here, we have another resistance at that $18, $19 range. And I'm pretty sure we have more if I opened up the weekly chart, but you get what I'm saying. That's also where Zcash started. Zcash started around that price too as well. So that's pretty big. That's a pretty big deal. So anyways, like I said before, and you can see the resistance there. But yeah, like I said before, I think that Zcash could continue an uptrend. And look at how fast it happened back here. It was a huge candlestick here, huge wick, and it happened extremely fast. As soon as it broke that resistance, it immediately went all the way up there. Now this is the weekly chart. So right now, this week, it's from the 27th of October till now. And then the next candlestick will start over here at November 3rd. So on November 3rd, we'll have our next candlestick. And that's probably going to end up bringing ZEN a little bit higher. So I think within the next month or two, we might actually see ZEN at $40, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And look, for everybody watching, do not go and put all of your money inside of this because I said it might go up, right? Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do not go putting all of your money in and just, going all in like that, because it's not a smart idea. And like the real smart idea would have been getting in while it's low, while it's down, especially when I made that video, right? But anyways, now you may have another opportunity still, but you want to be extremely careful because we're already up a lot. Now, over here, we have a lot of buying pressure on the MACD. This is the weekly chart that we're looking at. And then we also have the percent R trading exhaustion. The long-term trend and the short-term trend are both on a big uptrend. So there is a huge possibility that it could reach 40. And really, I want to be accurate with this. $44. Technically, it's like 43.9, but like $44. So I'm looking for a $44 to $45 ZEN. So let's just say 45. But anyways, around $44 to $45, we should see ZEN getting there to that level. Let's go ahead and look at the daily chart. So and on the daily chart here, it's a little bit different here. We got a little bit of buying pressure coming in on the daily chart, just a little bit. And then the percent on trend exhaustion is also currently on the uptrend on the daily. So okay, not too much info on the daily. But hopefully we can get some more buying pressure, because if we don't get crazy buying pressure like this, then we're not going to get up to $44 or $45 soon. It might not do it soon. It might be more like a month or two if we don't have a huge buying spike like that. So we need to see a huge spike of buying, kind of like how we're seeing now, and we just need it to continue. So we'll see. And also, guys, that was all in one day. Like if you scroll, this right here represents the day of December 20th. So on December 20th alone, like ZEN went up huge on December 20th alone, right? And then you can see on the 21st, it went up a little bit more, 22nd a little bit more, 23rd a little bit more. So every day it was slowly but surely gaining. But once it passed that resistance, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 days, because there's 6 candlesticks and it's on the daily chart. Every candlestick is 1 day on the daily chart. By the way, this is something that every trader needs to know. We're looking at the daily chart, and this is the daily chart. It says D, and that stands for 1 day chart, as you can see here. And not everyone knows this, so I gotta make sure I say this. So I just want to make sure I'm putting out good information. So this is the 1 day chart. So every candlestick represents 1 day of movement. Every candlestick is 1 day of movement. As you can see here at the bottom, where I'm hovering my mouse, you can see down there, every day is every candlestick is a day of movement. And then when you come over here to the weekly chart, every week is a candlestick, or every candlestick is a week movement from July 23rd, 2018, July 30th, 2018. See how it moves a whole week. And then the same thing, 4-hour chart, 4-hour movements per candlestick. Just kind of breaking down how that works. But anyways, moving on from that, guys, we are getting some selling pressure here on the 4-hour chart. So on the shorter term time frames, obviously we're going to see some selling, because it was trying to make a breakout there, but some pullbacks are happening right now. The percent R trend exhaustion is showing that we're overbought, and now we're actively pulling back. So like I said, there's a possibility that it could take a month or two to reach $44 to $45. It could take a month or two, but I'm pretty confident that it should reach $44 to $45 within a month or two. So I think it's in a really, really, really good position, unless Bitcoin starts dumping. If Bitcoin dumps and then the whole crypto market crashes with it, then it's not going to happen, right? So it's all contingent upon Bitcoin not dumping. We can't see Bitcoin dump, because if that happens, yeah, it's not going to happen. So anyways, we are still actively climbing the ranks here. If I were to take the percent R, or not the percent R training exhaustion, if I were to take this and measure how much more percentage to the top, we got about 143% to the top. So, and when I say the top, I mean about $44. So guys, if you got in right now and it went to $45, you would be up 143%. So if you got in at $12 when I first called it, 250%. If you get in now, 143%. I'm not telling you guys to get in. I'm not telling you guys to get out. Make your own decisions. Never put in more than you're willing to lose. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Make your own decisions though, because this could be an extremely risky trade, because we've seen how long ZEN was down from the last bear market. So we know that ZEN doesn't do well in bear markets, and no crypto really does. So you got to really be prepared for a huge dump at all times. But anyways, let's go to the 2-hour chart. So that's a sell signal on the 2-hour chart. Well, a reversal signal, not a sell signal on the percent arc trend exhaustion. So a reversal is happening. So there is a possibility that we could see even larger pullback. So if I was gonna make some resistance or support areas, the first one I'm looking at here, right about there, we have some support about $14. And then you can also see back here, we probably ended up touching that level back here. And see, I can make these support areas without even coming back here to see if we actually touched it, because I know we did. So that we had resistance there, correct? A little bit of resistance there. We used it as support here, but quickly broke it. Used it as support here, a little bit of support here. And I'm pretty sure there's much more areas back there. But like I said, I still think ZEN is in a good position. It's all about patience at this point. We also got support here, so we could use that as a base, as a foundation, at $11. And actually, if we pulled back to $11, that'd be a good buy point, because I called this at $12, and it was more so around this area that I called it, because I noticed it was about to break out, and I was like, yeah, we got this, guys, we got this. And this is why time is your friend when you're trading. Like, if you think about this, for example, like I called Zcash right around this area, right before it broke out, because I thought it was just going to break out and then continue. But what it did, it broke out very briefly, and then it pulled back below. So it actually almost bear trapped people. Well, it probably did bear trap some people, but it did not bear trap me, because I know, like, when I make a decision when I'm trading, I'm sticking to it. Like, I'm not leaving this trade until it plays out either the way I thought it was going to play out, or until my stop loss is hit. And I would never set a stop loss that low from my entry. Like, entry here, I would never set a stop loss right here. Like, no. The stop loss is going to be around here, around these supports, around $8 to $9. But it would never be a short distance like this, because I know that the market's volatile. Even though this is a bearish or a bullish signal, it might not break out to the upside immediately. It might have to pull back a little bit and then continue to the upside. And that's exactly what it did. So like I said before, there's a possibility of another pullback followed by more buying pressure to the upside. And I would say expect $14 soon if it were to pull back some more, just purely based off the percent arc trend exhaustion. Usually when it's a false pullback signal, it'll do this and it'll immediately come back up. But notice how this one is still straight down. Now it might stop halfway and then come back up, and then that will look like this, pulling back to somewhere like here and then continuing on the upside. That's what that would look like. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about when it comes to this. I'm also noticing some support here at $16. At $16 is looking, we're going to put it right up there. Well, 17. And I guarantee we have some resistance levels here. Just got to look. But yeah, I'm seeing some already, actually. Resistance here at 17. A little bit of support here at $17. Just a little bit of support right here. So that's another level, a little bit of resistance at 17. And then there's probably a lot more back there. So that is another thing that you guys can use to help you out. So anyways, yep, I'm just kind of showing you guys all the different levels here, all the different good areas to buy and good areas to let it pull back to. So let me know what you guys think about this. Again, look for $17 soon. And if $17 is broken, then you're looking for $14 next. If that's broken, you're then looking for 11, but it might not do all that. It might stop at 17 or it might stop at 14. So prepare for that. Anyway, shout out to all the members out there in the chat. Shout out to everybody, and shout out to the member that requested this video. Big shout out to all you guys out there. Hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and I'll go over any crypto or stock that you guys want me to go over, as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin. All you got to do is become a member. Leave a comment in the comment section of any one of my videos letting me know what you want me to go over next, and then I'll go over it. Big shout out to you guys, and as always, I'll be back with another video.